Change is an inherent part of life, yet many of us find comfort in familiarity, in the things that we are used to see and hear and experience on a daily basis. And we tend to resist the idea of moving to a new place. In this video, I want to talk about the potential effects that moving has on our mental health, self-development, and self-growth, the reasons behind this fear of moving, and the potential benefits that can happen if we embrace the idea of change. We all have our safe havens, the places where we feel the most secure and at ease, and where we think everything is alright. And staying in that place for an extended long period of time can really hinder our self-development, and it would hold us back from reaching our potential, the things that we can achieve in our lifetime. The human brain has a remarkable ability to adapt, and so when we stay in familiar environments, our brains tend to operate on autopilot, relying on neural pathways that are already established in the brain. And while being in this autopilot state can provide comfort, it really limits our brain's capacity to grow and evolve. On the other hand, when we expose ourselves to new environments, our brains tend to respond with heightened activity. And that's because experiencing new things increases the production of dopamine in the brain. Dopamine is mostly responsible for the motivation and pleasure we feel in our lives. And this surge of dopamine doesn't only increases our mood, but it actually promotes neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to recognize and form new connections when we experience new things that we haven't experienced before in our lives. Moving to a new place also presents us with the opportunity to expand our social networks. So when we meet new people, especially those from a different background and culture from ours, really broadens our perspectives and challenges our core beliefs, and can really make us more empathetic towards others and improves our well-being overall and happiness. Moving to a new place doesn't come without facing a lot of unfamiliar challenges, whether it's finding a new apartment, a new job, trying to meet new people. And all of these challenging experiences can cultivate resilience, which is an attribute that is really important in self-growth. Stepping out of our comfort zone teaches us to adapt, problem solve, which are things that ultimately shape our characters. Our fear of moving is often rooted in limiting beliefs like fear of the unknown, the fear of failure, the fear of leaving what is familiar behind us. And when we confront these fears and accept change, we can redefine ourselves and reach our true potential, breaking free from self-imposed boundaries and embracing the new opportunities that lie ahead in the place we're gonna move into. We live in a day and age where personal growth and mental health is really essential for our well-being, and moving to a new place offers us this big leap of change and so many new opportunities that we can take to reshape our routine, to quit bad habits, to try to form new habits and a new way of living. We start to see all of these new places and people, and this can really spark the creativity in us and motivate us to do something different, something new in our lives. I am in my late 20s and I have lived in many different cities. Every time I moved, I felt like I have so many new opportunities. Every place offers different things. It has its pros and cons, but what really matters is just having these new experiences and seeing how they affect your life and how it changes your perception on the way you see life and the way you interact with other people as well. Moving does really expand our minds and make us think in many different perspectives that we wouldn't have at all if we were living in the same place our whole life, which can be really limiting for us and for our brains.